back to another video. Today I'm gonna show you how to easily make a soul sample, and in the process show you how to select sounds correctly and how to layer correctly. So we can get straight into it. Let's get it. So soul samples are, in my opinion, the more complex melodies to make, just because of how much layers it takes to make one, or just pretty much in general on how much goes into making a soul sample, right? And how to make it sound a lot more realistic. So today, right, I'm gonna show you how, like I said, how to do it easily. And it's just about, taking it layer by layer, right? So first we can start with a piano. Usually I love to use upright pianos or pop pianos. And one that I love to use is in Contact. It's called the Maverick. And I got it on the compressed pop preset. And this preset sounds very vintage, and that's very good for that soul sample feel. So this is what it sounds like. So yeah, it doesn't sound soft at all, and that's what I'm going for. I'm going for like a more, I guess you could say harsher, or more like a harder feel to it. So that's why I got that. So for the piano, this is the melody that I played out. I'm gonna play it out for you and then show you how I made it. Alright, so you heard it right there. So what I like to do when it comes to making these soul samples, I'm using the piano, is I love to play like notes that aren't legato, which pretty much means that it's not playing straight through. It's playing like in chops, like dun 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 dun. Like when you play it like that, it has that kind of old school feeling to it, and that's like, like I said, you can hear it right here. Yeah, literally I'm only using like 3 chords for most of the melody. So let's build something like that, right? Let's do this. Let's say I want to work in A minor. So first I'm gonna make an A minor chord. Then I'm gonna add some layers to it. Probably go up, or maybe I might. I think I might invert it. Then I'm gonna go down to a B minor chord. Or I think it's a G major chord, but just inverted. Now I'm gonna go back up. So let's say a D major chord, a D minor chord, my bad. So I'm gonna drag this out, then I'm gonna copy it over. And now for this one, I might make it to where it's a, I think it's called diminish or whatever. Pretty much I'm gonna just bring this A right here, bring it to a G sharp to give it that tension feel. So that's the main foundation of the melody, right? I think that the main key to making these is like to have a strong foundation that you can build off of, because with this I can layer very easily. So pretty much from here I just made like a top melody, which I got right here, and then I created like a bottom melody to where it's very catchy and repetitive. You can hear it down here. Whole melody, and it kind of catches your ear, like da na 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 na. So that's why I have that. So of course, I press Alt R and Alt S just to make it sound more realistic. And yeah, so for that one, no effects, because I'm going for that vintage feel. And I mean, of course I could add an EQ, maybe I should have did that, but in my opinion, I wanted it to be like just more raw for real. So we got that. So now it comes to layering and wondering what to do next. So it's about knowing what goes into a soul sample generally. So we got a piano that sounds, like I said, it sounds vintage. We're gonna have usually some brass in there. We're gonna have some Rhodes and organ, and probably a pad just like to soften it up, right? So and of course a bass too. But yeah, so the next thing that I did was I layered with expand. I layered a choir actually, the female odd choir, and it's just the same chords in the piano, and it's what it sounds like. So yeah, not much to explain there. It's just layering. Like layering is gonna be your best friend. I'm not gonna lie. But I wanted to add on an enhancer and made it a lot more wider, and then an EQ just to cut out some of the harshness. So we got that. So then the next thing that I wanted to add was a type of brass instrument, and what I used was this banking contact called session horns, and I think it's pretty much like just trombones, trumpets, and stuff like that, right? So um like I said, layering, right? We go keep on, we go. So yeah, we're gonna keep on layering, right? We're gonna take like the second or the last two parts of the melody, the main one, and copy that. So that's what I did. So here's what we get. So yeah, so far this is what it sounds like. So it's starting to come together, all right, but we're not done yet. So like I said, I love to add Rhodes to my soul samples, and I use expand with the soft mark 2 preset. And so this one plays its own pattern. I didn't copy for this one. I'm gonna show you what it sounds like. So this one, it might look a little bit complicated, but it really is not. I literally just built this first layer, and then I copied it up an octave. So it's actually just the chords of the piano for the first part, and then like a little riff to go after it. And when I use Rhodes in some of my melodies, I love to have it play like in a higher octave, like layered, because it sounds like, I guess, a lot more like magical. I don't know. It sounds nice. You know, that's what I'm telling you. It sounds real nice when you play like that, especially when you strum it too. I think, like, you know, that's probably something that they did too in the past, was like a lot of strumming. It was like stuff like that. So that's why I had that. And yeah, so when it comes to using Rhodes, I love to add on these effects, right? I love to add on a chorus, which I use Magic Switch, which is real nice. Then an RC20 to give it that vintage effect, and then an EQ to cut some of the bad stuff out, some of the lows, and boost some of the highs. So yeah, and now we have the organ. So here's my thought process, right? I want to have the Rhodes to play as the call, and then the organ to play as a response, because call and response is actually something that was used a lot in the back in the day. So it's like they'll play something, then they'll stop, and someone else will play something too. So that's kind of what I'm doing, right? So I got the organ right here, and I got it from Expand, which Expand is very good for soul samples too, just so you know. So I got this Kick Me organ, and this is what it sounds like. So in relation with the Rhodes, here's what it sounds like. All right, so now we got arcade.
If I would have had this when I was maybe 20, I probably would be a billionaire right now.
Sometimes when I just like need something to add to the melody, but I don't know what it is, I go to arcade and just look up something. Aura is a very nice bank to use in my opinion, because it has so many different textures and ambiances in it. So, you know, I think it's, like I said, you know, you should get it, you know, go ahead, buy it. But yeah, so we got arcade, and this is what the bank sounds like. So yeah, it's just some dude playing a type of woodwind instrument. I don't know what it is, but it sounded nice, so that's why I added it in there, just for some texture. For effects, I had on a pancake, and that's pretty much it. So now we get the bass, right? So you want to make sure that you have a good bass foundation for your soul samples, because your bass provides like the movement kind of. So the bass that I've been using now is the Scorby Rickenbacker bass in Contact. This bass is, I'm not gonna lie, I might use this for like literally all my melodies, bro. Cause this bass is just so fire for real. It sounds so clean. But yeah, so this one, here's what it sounds like. So yeah, you heard that, and yeah, it sounds so crispy. This one pretty much copies like the same bass notes in the piano melody, along with some, some riffs like right here, pretty much. And yeah, so now we get into the stuff that I added with. I'm not gonna lie. These like next three stuff that I added is from Kavi's Soul Sample kit, and I think it was free too, or at least the demo version was free. But yeah, so having like drum breaks or drum fills and soul samples is very common, and it also adds movement too. So this is what I added from his kit. So yeah, you hear that, and it's just, yeah, it sounds real fire for real. I have to add it in there. You can use drum breaks or perk loops, but just something to give it some more movement to make it sound a lot more vintage and old school. So we got that. Then I heard this little accent loop. It's like a guitar thing, and I had to add it in there too, just to give it some more instruments in it, because guitars are also very popular in soul music. So we got this from Kavi's kit. So we got that. Then we got just like a texture, an accent texture, just to fill out the melody, I guess, because a little bit it was kind of empty in my opinion. So I wanted to make it more full. So we got this texture. Just some weird sounds, right? I love to add in unique stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of stuff that you hear from producers, they all kind of sound a little bit similar. I mean, this whole melody might sound similar to something that you heard too. That's fine, but I think that just like trying to add stuff that you might not hear usually is always a good thing. So we got that. Then, of course, I gotta have the vocals, the female vocals. Came from Kavi's kit, of course, and this is what it sounds like. So for that, it sounds real nice, but I had to add a delay to it with some reverb by using ROM, and then of course the EQ, which I use on all my vocals on the radio preset. So yeah, we got all those, and then of course we're gonna add in chimes and like textures, just to, like I said, fill it out some more. So yeah, everything added, you get this right here. So with a full beat, it would sound something like this. And this is just for me personally, right? Because when I make soul samples, I love to sample it into like something that's like more trap based. Because of course you could go with the route of making soul drums on some Kanye West like old school type stuff. But for me, I love to make it sound almost like BX the Plug or what's his name, Money Back Yo type stuff. So yeah, this is what I got right here though.
It's tear time.
But yeah, fam, that's the video right there. So hopefully you learned something from it. If you did and enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Follow my socials and everything like that. And I think that's about it. So yeah. Make sure you're having a good day. Drink some water, go outside, go for a walk, and yeah. I guess I'll see you in the next video. So peace. Oh, you still here? Oh.